Hello, everyone. This is a brief talk about understanding the neonatal resuscitation program for those who are seeking provider status. This is very important. Just go through it, and it's just a summary how to guide you, because I have seen people asking like, how can I become the NRP? How can I get the card? The NRP, the neonatal resuscitation program. So before I begin, I think it's very important that these two websites which are listed here to log in, and this will have a detailed information. This presentation is just a brief overview of different terminologies and different words so that you're not confused. So let's start and see if we can explain it better. So of course there are two levels of provider status, and of course, like I said, this is for provider. Instructors have different format. So those who are seeking provider status, there are two status. One is either you can go to the essentials, or the other one is advanced. And as it indicates, that in essential you only have to do 1 to 4 chapters, and for advanced you have to do all the chapters. The new book is coming. The 9th edition will have 4 additional chapters. But just to let you know that those providers that are exposed in less intensive or advanced resuscitation can opt for just essential. They don't have to do the advanced one and learn all the other chapters if they are not actively resuscitating newborn. So that way they have the credentials for the essential. So basically, what is the difference? Basic difference is that essential, you don't have to read much, like last 7 chapters, learn about intubation, cardiac compression, endotracheal intubation, premature baby care, thermal care, and all. In essential. In essential, you have to know the basic initial steps of resuscitation up to the ventilation part. That's what needed. So essential could be done in 2 ways. One is, you can just do the RQI if your hospital is offering that. For that, you don't need, any other second part of it. You just do pass the exam and then practice every 3 months. And we'll explain it later on. Anyway, going back in summary, there are 2 status. Who decides? Is your institution, you, depending upon, whatever your needs are. So if you are in doubt and you do beyond, bag and mask ventilation, then probably NRP Advanced is the right thing to do. But if you are just working in nursery or labor and delivery, and you just need to know up to the ventilation of a neonate, and then so you have support coming in, probably essential would be fine. So look into that. The second thing people ask about, what is e-credential and what is e-card? What's the difference between e-credential and e-card? So basically, like I was explaining, if you are going through the RQI, you are going to get the e-credential because this is all electronic. You just have to go every 3 months in front of the RQI card and do whatever is needed, show that ventilation is an automated machine learning, and then you can get the e-credential, but you have to get it every 3 months on that. While e-card is good for 2 years, but for that you have to go through the instructor-led event. So basic difference is that in e-credential, you are not interacting with any instructor or any human, if you want to say, for lack of a better word. In e-credential, you'll be just doing the machine learning. You just go every 3 months. There is pluses and minuses. Plus is you are not going to register every 2 years and find instructor-led programs. Here you can go every 3 months and get it done. While in e-card you have to find the instructor. So basically this is the explanation. And while as compared to e-card, you have to do the through the instructor led. The other question here at this juncture is that for advanced, you have to go through instructor led, because the other chapters, which are from 5 to 11, you have to have instructor led. So e-credential is only good for essential, while e-card is good for both. So you choose whatever you want to do at this point. The other question people ask about, what is sequential practice and evaluation, and what is comprehensive skill test format. So a person who is expert and takes care of neonatal resuscitation in his or her work line can go directly to the comprehensive test, where the instructor gives the scenario builds on its own, and then he leads or she leads the whole resuscitation. So this is one time, and then the case changes, the scenario changes, and you pass or you fail depending upon your performance. And while sequential practice is basically for new learners or those who are coming in, basically there's a group. You take chance, you practice different scenario, which and then you learn from it. The instructor played a very, very important role in observing and guiding you through. So you choose whatever you feel like, and then you go from there. Then classroom setup, there are two. So you have noticed now there are a lot of dichotomy in NRP, like two types of card, two types of courses, two type of stations. So basically, a big station is set up with all the equipments there. The group goes there, practice and learn how things are. While when you come back to a single station or single setup where there's a warmer, you practice intubation, you practice cardiac compression, other stuff. That is the learning station setup, because sometimes they ask these questions in the exam as well, so I wanted to touch base on that. So what is the process? It's very easy, honestly. Check with your organization educational department. Most of the hospitals do provide NRP, so just they have a contact person, because that way you know how to go about it. But again, it's very easy. Just basically log into either of these system, and then it will guide you through how to go about it. Once you are there, register yourself, create your password. They will send you an email. You confirm, you verify, the usual setup thing. And it's a self-paced learning program. So basically, after registration, when you log back again to the system, it will guide you that you're already there, and it will tell you what is pending and what is left. So it will guide you that now just follow the task to complete tab. It will say that you have a book to read, so start reading the book. Then it will give you chapter wise different curriculum. You just follow that. Once you complete that, then register on the for the on-learning exam. And like I said, it's very easy. It's a computer-based exam, basically, where depending upon your performance, the exam is spaced faster or slower. You have to go through all the questions, and once you pass that, download that e-completion certificate, because you need it for your instructor-led program. If you want the e-card, if you don't want the e-card, you can stop here. But again, the problem is that you will be only certified on essential and especially RQE program. If you don't have RQE in your institution, we'll highly advocate that you go through the next step and go through the instructor-led program. So for instructor-led, once you finish that on your web page, the same where you are registered, it will give you an icon which says that register for your instructor-led evaluation. You click that. Most of the program has a built-in system. It will find the nearest program which is being offered, because at the instructor end they are putting the programs on the same web page. So it interlinks. Once you select that, it will select the instructor-led program. Or the easier way to reach out to your organization, because most of the organization have education department and they post this, so you don't want to travel 50 miles to get the instructor-led program. Most of the time you will find something nearby. If you have any trouble, contact the NRP, either the American Academy side, which I said you, or the NRP learning platform. Both can answer. They are very good in answering your concerns. So anyway, basically this is the thing. Honestly, once you are done, you go to the instructor-led event, and like I said, you will go through either the fast track, which is comprehensive test skilling, or you go through the sequential practice exam. Whatever you choose, or whatever your instructor say, you just follow that. You complete that. Once you complete, then the instructor will say, okay, fine. Then you can go back and print the e-card and e-certificate. So again, dichotomy, that what is e-card and what is e-certificate, which I will tell you. So basically, like I said, 4 stages: read the book, take the online assessment test, register and pass the instructor-led event, and then print your e-card. This card and certificate is valid for 2 years, so you can renew. Suppose if you finish on April 2nd, but your card will be valid till April 30th. So you have the month to recertify. Make sure you keep track of these cards, because you don't want to have an expired card on your credential. So like I said, again, e-credential is through RQI, is only every 3 months you have to do that. E-card is good for 2 years, and you have to do the instructor-led there. And e-certificate, the advantage is you have continuing education credit. It's usually 12 credit. Check with your discipline. For nurses, physician, RTs, different credits are usually 12, but you have to there's a print, if you get a print form of it, you can download it and submit it for your annual renewal or wherever you need it. So I hope this brief presentation just had guided you about the outline or out basically an overview of NRP provider course. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. If you have find anything we missed, please add, and please refer back to the NRP site for detailed information. They have a very nice website, and they have itemized like step by step process. So I hope like I said, we'll look forward to hear from you, and please do like and subscribe to our channel, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.